What's going on, you guys? Boss Stan Stall here, and welcome to the premiere episode of my WWE 2K14 universe. I cannot wait for this season. It's going to be our best season yet, and we're already kicking it off with a very big match. We've got Big E Langston taking on Damian Sandow. I don't know about big matches because this is their guys, both their debuts in the company, and but that's pretty cool because these guys are starting off at 0-0. I don't know anything about these guys yet. I've never seen Big E in the ring, never seen Damian Sandow in the ring. Actually, funny thing, he was actually in the last game. I just really never used him. You know, I never even thought of it. He never really fit in well. But, you know, regardless, he is in this season, and I couldn't go a whole another season without at least using Damian Sandow once. You know, he's getting to be a pretty big star. Not really, not a huge star, but they're using Damian Sandow a little bit in the real WWE. But yeah, both these guys making their SG Gaming League debuts, and Big E was one guy that I was very excited to find out would be in 2K14. Wasn't a surprise, but I was very excited, just because I've wanted to use him in Universe mode for a while. I feel like he's going to be a big success this year for SG Gaming League, and I mean, look at this guy. He's huge. This guy is deadlifting over 700 pounds, I heard. You know, his bench press sets world records. He's really very successful in powerlifting. Let's see how he's going to do in SG Gaming League. Damian Sandow, on the other hand, not as big as Big E, but we could say that he might be more crafty than him, from what I have heard. Of course, I've never watched one of his matches. I'm not really sure what this guy has to bring, but we're going to see here tonight. Damian Sandow, he was another guy that I was excited to debut in this season, and it is going to be an awesome season. We've got, as I said at the top of the show, and Brock Lesnar rudely interrupted me, we've got a lot of big debuts, and you know, a lot of guys that we've never seen before, a lot of guys that are going to be trying to show me what they can do in here. And yeah, these guys, Damian Sandow and Big E Langston, usually I like to tell you guys their records at the beginning of the show. They're both starting off at 0-0. And if you haven't watched previous seasons, yes, I do keep records. They're, you know, the wins and losses. And occasionally I'll have some stats. I don't use stats from real life. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, Damian Sandow was was he ever tag team champion with Cody Rhodes? I don't know, Big E Langston. I'll never say, like, oh, Big E Langston, he's the current Intercontinental Champion. Because, no, you know, that's not relevant to my company. You know, it's relevant to the WWE, but this is SG Gaming League, and that did not happen. So until he is an Intercontinental Champion, which might, you know, it might happen. It's being held by Jack Swagger right now, if you guys did not watch last season. Carrying on to that, if you did not watch last season, I'm not going to say go do it right now because, you know, whatever, it happened, it's done with. But if you guys did not watch last season, a lot of the stuff that I do, it carries over from season to season. Like, I don't just start completely fresh at every season. Of course, the records do carry over, and the champions, some of them carry over. I had an Attitude Era SmackDown last year, and I do not have that this year, so, you know, none of those champions are going to carry over. Besides, Kevin Nash is our European champion. Or Diesel this year. He's not even Kevin Nash this year, he's Diesel, because he won it in the finale last year, and I decided to carry over the European Championship to the show that we currently have, which you will be seeing later. It is going to be our Legend show. But yeah, as far as like the tag team champions, they're gonna be vacated because we don't have tag team champions yet, and I have a lot of great tag teams for you guys this year. And you know, if you guys did watch the previous I've done 2 seasons. I did the WWE 12, WWE 13 season. And neither of them I feel are going to be as good as this one. I feel like this one's going to be, you know, the season. And I'm trying to make it really long because I didn't do like long seasons. Like I always felt like I never did enough videos last year because there was like a whole summer that I just didn't record anything, and that was stupid. But this year I'm gonna try and do as much of a whole year as I possibly can. I know I already missed a few months, you know, because I had my other season, it ran over a little bit. I like to start them all on at least January 1st, but obviously it's March now, and that did not happen. But yeah, and sometimes, you know, as far as my commentating style goes, sometimes I'll call the match, sometimes I'll just sort of talk about, you know, I'll just talk about stuff. Like, it's going to be relevant to wrestling, but, you know, sometimes I have, like, opinions about stuff, and I just want to mention stuff. Sometimes I'll mention stuff that's going on in Universe Mode right now or on my channel. You know, I'm a big plugger, big proponent of the plug. I am very good at it, I feel. I'm a good plugger. and I sometimes like to use it. But anyways, Big E length with that power, just tossing Damian Sandow straight into the mat, and power bombs like that from as big of a guy as Big E. It's got to take its toll on a big running whatever that's called. I don't know. It caused a lot of impact. Did not quite get the 3 count. I just noticed that I didn't turn display counts on. That's something that I feel like I should have. I don't know, I don't think I do. Like when I recorded these matches, I didn't have display counts on. So hopefully, I'll get it. I'll get them on by next video, at least. So yeah, the next video it should be uploaded. Maybe later this week. Maybe it won't. I'm not really sure. Um, I'm still in high school. I'm doing a spring sport. I run track, so I have very limited time during the week to record these things, but try and get it up next week if it's possible, but we will see. Maybe I'll just record 2 of them tonight. There's still time tonight before I go to bed. Anyways, getting back to the match, it looks like Damian, so he's going to hit that finishing maneuver, that very interesting neck breaker type move. And Big E, it looks like he is down. Could Damian Sandow pick up the victory here? I didn't want to say upset because both these guys 0-0, but 1, 2. I'm just watching the ref's hand, and looks like that was only a 2 count. Because we don't have display counts, sort of have to watch referee Charles Robinson's hand, and Big E with that big clubbing blow. It looks like he does get a 2 count, and Damian's gonna get right back up. And Damian, he does have the height advantage. I never realized how short of a man Big E was, but makes up for it with that brute size and strength. So he hits that very nice. I itch my ear. Looks like he hits that very, very nice. I forgot what it was because I just distracted myself. Looks like Big E's gonna hit the pin. 1, 2, and looks like that was just a 1 count. I like this game a lot better because we finally have 2 counts, and that is awesome. Finally it doesn't go from just 1 to 3. That is big problem last year, and hopefully a lot of the glitches that I had last year will be fixed. For example, I had a 6-man glitch. Like I couldn't do 6-man tag matches or else it would like glitch up. Hopefully, because I love 6-man matches, hopefully I'll be able to do that this year. But Damian Sandow looks like he hits a Uranagi type move. Very uncharacteristic of Damian Sandow, especially because Big E's so big. And 1, 2. Well, I thought he was just about to get the win off that. Bunch of very close counts. I'm impressed with this match so far. It looks like Damian's had a little bit better on the offense, but Big E, there's still time to pick it up. One big move from this man could put the match away. That's the case for all these matches. But Damian Sandow, after I think was a knee drop, let's see if he's going to get the victory here in his debut. 1, 2, and 3. That was all she wrote. And Damian Sandow starting off his career at 1-1. Very impressive win. And thanks for coming, Big E. Hopefully you'll do better next time. To be honest with you guys, just based on size and their reputation in the actual WWE, I was expecting Big E to win that one. But I'm definitely not disappointed that Damian Sandow won it. Maybe I can't wait to see what this guy can do in the future. He gave a pretty impressive performance. I love that beard, by the way. I just love the graphics in this game. They're so awesome, especially with that beard. I'm a big fan of beards. Big fan of him too. It is time for our second match of the evening, our first tag team match of the year. We're going to have the debuting Wyatt family taking on Jimmy and Jay, the Usos. Now, the Usos, this is not their first rodeo. They have been in SG Gaming League for a while. Last season they debuted, I believe, and they are 4-3. And the Wyatts, they're starting off at 0-0. Eric Rowan and Luke Harper. I don't know why they weren't in this game, but regardless, that's not going to stop me from acquiring them. And they are here. They look really good. I'm really impressed with these calls of these guys. I did not settle for subpar cause this season. I mean, I only picked up cause that I thought looked exactly like these guys. I have a lot of cause this season, a lot of guys that I feel should be in the game, and they all look really good. Both these guys look like the real thing. That Luke Harper looks amazing. Eric Rowan, he does too. And as for the Usos, these guys surprised me that they weren't in the game this year, but regardless, I picked them up, and I think they look really good. We're going to see their entrance, which has no Titantrons, no music or anything. Very boring entrance, just because you can't get their stuff if it's they're not in the game. And regardless, we do still have their motion, their custom Samoan tribal dance we've seen so many times in the past. And you got that new face paint this time. You got new tattoos, new face paint, new personalities. Maybe, I'm not really sure. They didn't really have personalities last time. I guess their career highlights. They have been. Wait, have they been in tag or championship matches before? I'm trying to think. They were one of our better tag teams last year, but I do not think they ever made it to an actual championship match. They've come close a few times, but they get to like the #1 contenders matches and then they just lose them. So hopefully these guys, I'd like to see them be champions this year. You know, I'd like to see them be. I'd like to see them beat the Wyatts. I'm not really sure though because I always like when people like start off their season right and you know they debut and they get the win. But yeah, I mean I guess I'm impartial. I guess whoever wants to win this match, they can go ahead and win it. Whoever wants it more. Whether it's the Wyatt family or whether it's Jimmy and Jey Uso. Now this season it's gonna be really hard to tell which one is which. I should have like given one of them something because they're cause. I can do whatever I want to them. I should have given them something that like to help me identify them. I know one of them has a chest tattoo. I think that's Jay. Who's in the ring right now? Looks like I just want him to turn. Okay, thank you. It is Jimmy Uso. If this isn't, if this audio is not synced, then I feel really bad because that was funny. But yeah, Jimmy Uso looks like he's in there with Eric Rowan, the much bigger powerhouse of the Wyatt. Actually, you know what? They're both powerhouses. I can't really say one of them is the powerhouse of the group. That's kind of what they're known for. Their rough, you know, powerhouse style. They got that superior size and strength over just about all of their opponents, pretty much. But the Usos, they do have their technicality. They do have their style, their you know, their speed, their flying ability. And I feel like this match is gonna be great. But we're gonna see. It could suck. Who knows? This is SG Gaming League. No one knows what's gonna happen. It's what I love about Universe Mode. It's very unpredictable. And if you guys were not aware, I do simulate all my matches. I never play in a match. I think it's much more interesting just to see what would happen and see, you know, who truly prospers in SG Gaming League. If it's all just, you know, all just simulated, I think it's a lot more fun. Because you know, it like even if you're good or bad at this game, you know, if you play as a character, you know what's going to happen. If you're bad at the game, you know you're gonna lose with that person. If you're good, you know you're gonna win. So yeah, that's why I don't like to play. I don't like to like I like sometimes I'll make storylines and stuff, and like I'll do you know backstage stuff, but I don't like to decide the outcomes of matches. That stuff's never cool. And Luke trying to knock Jey Uso off the apron, and he does. But Jimmy taking control, hitting that big the SG Gaming League knee cracker, or the knee breaker, something. I don't even know what that move is called, but we see it all the time. I think it was a ceremonial first SG Gaming League knee cracker of the year, so drink to that. Even though I don't have a drink with me, unfortunately, I do not have a drink. Do I have water in this cup? No, I don't. Shoot, I should have gotten water. This is gonna be like, I think this video is like 40 minutes long. I gotta get a drink. After this match, I will get a drink. But oh my God, Luke Harper with that massive, massive clothesline. He's making a strong case for himself. I can't wait to see what he has to bring in the future with the power moves like this. Look at that headbutt. If he could do that to Jey Uso, imagine what he can do to other, you know, less experienced guys. The Usos have been in 7 matches in their SG Gaming League careers, according to my record sheet. And actually, this is their 8th match, if you want to call it like that. But 7 in the past. We'll just say that. Eric Rowan comes in. Looks like Jimmy Uso has not tagged out yet. He's got to get to Jay. Oh, thank you. What is with him? Jey Uso, I swear to God, he has an earpiece in, and he's listening to me, right? Like, this room is bugged or something. They can hear what I'm saying. Oh my God, he's creepy. I gotta watch out for Jey Uso. Jey Uso is the candid spy. But anyways, Jimmy is in there getting stuff done. He hits that big kick to the back of Eric Rowan, the massive back, and looks like he's got him from behind, and he's going to Irish whip him into the corner, not the corner, the ropes. And wow, what strength to be able to lift him up like that. I think I turned weight detection on. I guess we'll see in the future. I don't know what weight detection really does. I don't know if it I mean, like I remember in past WWE video games, it used to be like little guys just could not lift the bigger guys. But like in this one, it just looks like they're struggling more. Like you'll see, you see some guy try and lift the Big Show, like a littler guy, and he'll do it, but it'll be like it'll take a while. Like he'll be struggling if he wants to try and like body press him or something. Like it'll still happen. And finishers, finishers are just whatever. Like you can do any sort of finisher to anybody. But yeah, I remember in specific SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. That was a game where like I remember if you were playing like littler guy. Who's a little guy in that game? Super Crazy. Let's just say Super Crazy. It's the first one I thought of. Of Super Crazy against like the Big Show. If you tried to lift him, it was not gonna happen, and like you would end up suffering the damage for it. Like he would try and lift him, and then he would like throw out his back or something, and then Big Show would attack. But that was a good game. I would like if that happened in this game. It makes it a lot more realistic. Makes like the bigger guys truly, having the size advantage. Like in this game, you can't really say Eric Rowan has a size advantage because it's not an advantage in this game. It's whatever. No, he's just bigger looking. Not really. I don't know. You know what I'm saying. But Jimmy Uso hits that big super kick on Eric Rowan. So he's gonna take him right to the middle. Could he get the victory with this? 1, 2, and 3. The Usos very successful in their debuts here with the company. They move themselves to 5-3, their record, and yeah, they're making a pretty strong case for themselves. I think these guys are gonna be great this year. This is their year. I'm calling it right now. Year of the Usos. And yeah, I mean, you can't really say much more than that. Last year they had a little bit of a rocky start. It wasn't really rocky so much as it was insignificant. But yeah, I do think this year something big's gonna happen for these guys. And of course, that being said, we are looking forward to Ryback returning to action soon, and wish him a speedy recovery, as Justin Roberts just said. But as you guys can see, we have a big match here. We knew it was coming. Former SG Gaming League champion Batista has returned to SG Gaming League, and tonight he's going to take on a fresh young star in Antonio Cesaro. And this is going to be a good match. These two guys, I've always wanted to see them go at it in real life. And Batista, this is the first time seeing Batista since WWE 12. And, I can't wait. I always say I can't wait, but I can't wait. This is some big stuff's going to happen tonight. We're going to see if Batista can just get right back in, if he has a little bit of ring rust. Cesaro competed for pretty much the all of the last half of last season in WWE 13. He was a member of Brock Lesnar's stable Team Lesnar. We're not sure if he still is, but we haven't really gotten a whole lot of word about Team Lesnar this year. I don't know if they're coming back. I know the only diffusion we saw was when they kicked off Brodus Clay, but regardless, we're gonna stop all conversation because it's Batista time. It is the Animal Batista. This man, he wants to return with it. He looks good. He definitely looks good. Unfortunately, because I don't have the season pass, I couldn't get like his new attire, like with the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu logo on the back. Because like season pass is like $16, and I already have all the downloadable stuff, so I didn't want to like pay for a whole new one. It would be stupid. But and it doesn't even give you anything besides like the the ability to go into community creations and download things that use the superstar heads. That wasn't really worth it. I can just, it's not a big deal. But yeah, Batista, former SG Gaming League champion, competed in WWE 12. He is back. Cannot wait to see what this guy can do. And he's gonna have to test himself against Cesaro here tonight. Batista's record when he was a competitor, it was 4-4. Antonio Cesaro, his is 2-4. Neither of these guys are veterans. They haven't been in a whole lot of matches, but that's gonna change. It's gonna change very soon if these guys keep showing me they can hang with the big men here in SG Gaming League. We already know Batista can. And we're going to see if Cesaro can pick up a win over Batista tonight, that would be considered an upset. Because unlike the other competitors that we've seen tonight, these guys do have experience. I have called their matches before. I have seen them in action. Batista with a massive clothesline to Antonio Cesaro. And, Batista's looking to break 500 here tonight. He's looking to be 5-4. And if he does that, then that's going to put him in, pretty good contention. I mean, not for a title or anything, but I guess we'll see. Cesaro isn't a win over Antonio Cesaro isn't like, okay, instant title match, but this is how you work your way up. Batista hasn't competed in over a year, and we're gonna see if he still has it in him. That's what tonight's all about for Batista. He's got to take on a fresh young rookie. Well, not really a rookie because he did compete last season. He's not a rookie, but he's not a veteran either. He's Cesaro. That's all he is, Cesaro. I honestly don't know why they're just calling him Cesaro in WWE right now. I don't know why they're calling Big E Langston Big E either. He's like just Big E and just Cesaro. Like I think that's stupid. I don't know what they're doing with that. But no, he's still Antonio Cesaro in this universe mode. I'll occasionally call him Cesaro, but that is not his formal name. I don't know. Sometimes I question why they do things in WWE. Actually, a lot I question it. I guess we can say something about Batista. Batista, he's not exactly getting over like they would want him to. I haven't done an On the Mind of Boss Stands Tall in a very long time, but maybe I'll do one, even though it's a little bit late because they've already done they've already sort of fixed their situation with Daniel Bryan and the fans hating them. But, yeah, Royal Rumble 2014, Batista got a little bit of an unexpected response when he won the Royal Rumble instead of Daniel Bryan, and Daniel Bryan wasn't even featured. And the fans over social media, over Twitter, over, or in the live event, they all just completely went off. They tore WWE apart for that. And WWE didn't seem to show any remorse until just last week when they revealed that they would be giving Daniel Bryan their title shot, or his hopefully he's gonna win the championship at WrestleMania. The stipulation was if he beats Triple H, then he gets entrance into that match, and which means that he's going to be in the match, which means he's gonna beat Triple H, and hopefully they'll give him the title. It's gonna be Orton versus Batista versus Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. And, yeah, I'm really hoping they give him the title. He deserves it. Daniel Bryan, he has such a wide fan base. You know how good for business that would be? I just don't get, you saw Mick Foley's tweet on Twitter. If you guys didn't, then it was very funny. Go check it out. But it said, does the WWE actually hate their fans? This is so, I laughed so hard because, it was Mick Foley. If you can't listen to Mick Foley, that point, he is the hardcore icon. He's done so much for your company. If he's saying that you need to change things, then you need to change things. And they did. They righted their wrongs with what they did on Monday. They had the Occupy Raw movement with Daniel Bryan, where he let all the fans in the ring. There was that black guy that was kissing him and hugging him. It was really weird. I don't know, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that Raw. And anyways, we're not talking about WWE right now. We're talking about SG Gaming League. And Cesaro looks like he's doing not well for himself. He took a spine buster early on in the match. And now it looks like, what is Batista going to do here? Looks like he's going to hit a muscle buster right there. And could this be the end? That's a big move. 1, 2, and 3. Batista put Cesaro away with a big muscle buster, and well, making his very big debut, or his return to the company, his debut for WWE 2K14. But yeah, I only see big things in the future for Batista. This man showed tonight that he's still got it, and that he can perform out here. He can possibly get another title match. I mean, all this guy wants nothing more than to be SG Gaming League champion again. And at the rate he's going, I think he's gonna do it. I mean, he's only been in one match, but never too early to make predictions. This is going to be our dark match of the evening. But instead, I just decided, because it was like such a short match, or it wasn't short, it was just really good, and it was, I just enjoyed the match. But this entrance, oh my god, I didn't even know Kane had a new entrance, but yeah, this guy, this is a good entrance to watch. Kane, neither of these guys are rookies to the business. Kane, former Intercontinental Champion, and he was actually the longest reigning champion period in company history. He held the Intercontinental Championship for 224 days, and until he was defeated by Jack Swagger, who was the current champion. For a while, no one could beat Kane, and he was, we all thought that he was going to hold it forever until his retirement. But yeah, I mean, he had a very successful last season. He got into the world title picture, the main event picture, and he actually challenged for the SG Gaming League Championship against Brock Lesnar. Although he was not successful, he put in a good showing, and that's why he's still getting his chances. And Kane, all he wants is to start a season off right, and just become a threat this year once again. And his record is a very, very impressive one. He is 18-4 in SG Gaming League. That is one of our best records in history. That's one of our best records, ever in SG Gaming League. And this man, he is a former I believe he was former world champion, and last year was not his best year. It was easily his worst year. He's only been in the business for 2 years, but he is a veteran. Edge is 8-8, and I believe because he was really good in WWE 12. I think he teamed with Christian last year. He competed for the Attitude Era SmackDown brand, and he wasn't a tag team with Christian. These guys sucked. They really sucked. They lost to everybody. I'm pretty sure all 8 of Edge's losses came last year, because he was just bad. I mean, this guy, he and Christian lost, I think, every single match they were in. And so I stopped booking them. And I think I gave them like one last shot in the tag team battle royal last year to pick the #1 contender for tag team championship, and they lost in that. So I just, at that point I was just like, you know what, stop, just pack it up, go home, go to bed, get a good night's sleep, never come back. But Edge, when I did want to use him as a singles competitor this year, because he was a former world champion, and I do believe that he can do it again. I mean, he just got to set his mind to it. He how did he win it last year? I think it was I think he beat Triple H, but then he lost to Brock Lesnar. Everybody loses to Brock Lesnar. Both these guys have felt losses to Brock Lesnar. But Brock versus Edge, that was the first real 20-minute Iron Man match, because that would go down in history as one of my favorite matches to date. It was in the finale of WWE 12, and these guys, they fought their hearts out, and both of them had 10 points each. And Brock ended up winning it, but yeah, there was some spots in that match. It was awesome. So for that reason, I believe that Edge deserves chances this year. He kind of got robbed last year because of teaming with Christian, but yeah, I mean, it was nothing compared to Edge and Ryback's Iron Man match, which we saw Ryback mentioned earlier. Brock Lesnar set a record for the most amount of points in an Iron Man match when he got 18 points on Ryback. We heard Ryback say that he felt around 15 F5s in that match, and that's more than any man should ever have to take. I'm surprised he's still able to speak right now. But yeah, because of that, you guys did see Ryback earlier. He will be missing action for about 6 weeks, and in in SG Gaming League, 6 weeks is a lot. We only have so many weeks in the year, and if you can't compete, that's 6 full Raw shows plus pay-per-views that you're not going to be able to see, or that you're not going to be able to compete in, rather. So Ryback's going to be hopefully starting his season in around 6 weeks, if not longer than that. I'm not really sure. I mean, he did say around 6 weeks, so we're gonna have to take his word for it. But yeah. Anyways, we got Kane and Edge, and both these guys they've been in it from the start. I believe Edge was actually in the first. Wait, what? What? Why is Christian out here? Looks like Christian is not ready to let it go yet. His old flame, his old partner Edge. Maybe he's just coming to scout. Just coming to just closely observe the match. But yeah, Edge spins Kane around. Looks like he's gonna hit a big back suplex. I forgot what I was talking about before. Christian just completely the emergence of Christian. Looks like what's Kane gonna do here? Oh, I know what he's doing. He's about to pull off the announcer's table. Looks like Kane is our ceremonial first announcer's table rip of the season. See if he'll be the first announcer's table spot of the season. Looks like he is indeed gonna try for it. He's got Edge up there, and Kane is going to the turnbuckle, which you rarely see for a big man. And yes, Kane puts Edge through the table, very first time of the season. Very excited for that. Looks like he hurt his arm in the process, though, even though that wasn't even the arm that he fell on. But regardless, Edge, he no-sells the table spot, and he gets right back up. Looks like Kane just big, lifting the big knee into the gut, and Christian trying to distract the ref, but Edge just gets choke slammed by Kane, and Kane's gonna try and drag him to the middle and pin. 1, 2, and 3. It looks like Christian, though. Christian tried to interfere, looks like he tried to interfere. Not happen, and now we got Kane trying to show sportsmanship, and Edge, he just says no way. It's not happening for him tonight. Regardless, you guys, it is time for our main event of the evening. We're going to see 2 former world champions, Triple H, former Undisputed Champion, and Sheamus, a former SG Gaming League champion. Triple H, he's making his debut for Raw. He competed a lot on SmackDown last year. He was 2-time Undisputed Champion, and he ended off his season with the title last year, but he had to give it up for, being on Raw this year. You can't have 2 world champions on Raw, and it looks like Triple H, that fresh new haircut, but it looks like the poor guy lost his abs in the week or so that we've been off the air. He's looking pretty flat in the stomach, unfortunately for him. But hopefully it's not going to hinder his wrestling abilities. We've seen Triple H a lot in the past. His formal competition record is, well, let me see. Let me bring it up. Triple H is 14-8 in this company, and that's a lot of victories. That's a lot of times having your hand raised. And yeah, I can't wait to see what Triple H can do on Raw. Triple H has never faced any of these guys before. He's used to wrestling guys like Mankind, guys like The Rock, guys like The Undertaker, The Big Show, Tensai, Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's used to wrestling those guys. He's never had to wrestle a guy like Sheamus before. Sheamus is he was one of the best on Raw last year, and looking to be one of the best this year. Yeah, I'm excited to have Triple H on Raw. It's just more awesome competitors on Raw for us. There was no classic Triple H. There was no Triple H Retro, or maybe there was. I don't know. Yeah, there was, but I was just sick of having him on SmackDown. I thought he should be with his men from Raw. And yeah, we're excited to have him. One of SG Gaming League's biggest stars ever is Triple H. And excuse me, if you guys were wondering, I did not end up getting water. I said I was going to, did not end up getting it. So this is going to be a long match in which I'm going to lose my voice, get a very sore, dry throat. But you know what? That is the price you pay for being a YouTube commentator. Sometimes you got to endure the sore throats and the dry palates. Does anybody say palate anymore? I'm not even sure what palate means. But yeah, I'm not sure. Sheamus, as I did mention, he's a former SG Gaming League champion. He was Mr. Money in the Bank, and he cashed it in on Batista in WWE 12, but he has not tasted gold since. Sheamus has a record of 10-10, perfectly 500, looking to get a little bit over 500 with this win here tonight against Triple H. Hopefully for him. Yeah, Sheamus, he just wants to get back into that title picture. He wants to get the gold back around his waist. It's been a very long time. Last time Sheamus was champion, we still have the old belt design. That was like the Attitude Era WWE Championship. It's like circular. Yeah, he still had that. It was still. Think about. Oh wait. Oh, looks like our champ Brock Lesnar. He's coming to watch the match. It's very smart of him. He's coming to scout his competition. But anyways, as I was going to say, yeah, last time, just picture this. The last time Sheamus was champion, I was still filming this show with a digital camera. It was still the camera era when I was filming. I would literally put it in front of the TV and put the camera on a tripod in front of the TV and turn it on and play the matches and sit behind it and talk. That was what I would do. Now we have a lot better technology now, but which I am very very grateful for. If I wasn't gonna get a PVR, I got a PVR at the start of last season. If I hadn't gotten a PVR, chances are I would not have continued this because it was crap before. It really was. You can barely see any of their faces. I did an NXT season. My season 1 was in WWE 12, and you could barely see. Like, I worked so hard on all these calls, and well, I didn't really work that hard back then. It was a little bit slacking on the calls. But yeah, I made the calls and you could barely see their faces because it was all, the lighting was weird and I had to like turn off all the lights in the place and, but it was, yeah, it was weird. But speaking of NXT, we do have our NXT season 3 coming up in a couple weeks. I'm gonna start that season. It is gonna be awesome. It is gonna be our best NXT season yet. We've got ton of awesome new talent and one of them is going to compete for a spot in SG Gaming League, and that is going to be. I can't wait. I can't wait for NXT. It's one of my favorite shows. I know this is that's one of your guys' favorite shows. Watching it always gets so many views and positive feedback. But yeah, we got new NXT arena, new competitors, new commissioner, but same rules, same old stuff, same old point system. Stay tuned for that. I can't wait. But Sheamus is attacking Triple H on the outside. Looks like he's going to pull off the announce table. Very dangerously close to Lesnar. As you guys can see, he's hiding behind Jerry Lawler right there, just sitting there. And, neither of these guys, I believe, have ever faced Brock Lesnar. Sheamus has been in the same match with Brock, but I don't think he ever really faced him. Wait, what's Triple H doing? Uh-oh. Oh, these guys are having a stare down now. Brock is really making his presence felt in this Raw. He's doing a lot today. Even though he wasn't scheduled to compete, he came out, interrupted me, and then came out and sat into this match. But it looks like he's left now. Oh yeah, I mean, you guys did hear me have a little bit of confrontation with Brock earlier, but let's see what this table is gonna be. Oh, and Triple H reverses it and just puts Sheamus right through the table. I just realized that I just said, let's see what this table is going to be. It's a table, but what I meant to say was let's see what's going to happen with this table, or let's see what the move is going to be onto this table, or something like that. You know what I meant. But yeah, as you guys did see earlier, I did have a little bit of confrontation with Brock, and he claimed that he would be the best this year, and he would continue to hold that title all year. And I said we'll see because I'm not really sure. I mean, honestly, I don't think that he's going to be the best this year. I think we've got a lot of new guys like Triple H, for example. Bad example because he just got kicked he just got hit with the high cross or something. I don't know why they still have that move for him, even though he doesn't do it anymore. But yeah, he just hit him with the high cross, and Triple H looks like he's mustering some offense here. Not very much. Looks like Sheamus has pretty much got it all going for him, and he's hitting that comeback moment. Even though he's not really needing to come back because he's been back the whole match. But he's going to get Triple H up. Let's see what he's looking to hit here. Looks like the Celtic Cross, or the White Noise, I believe. Well, I think that's what he calls it. I know Finlay used to call it the Celtic Cross, so That is it's what I'm calling it. It's what I'm always gonna call it. And just a 1 count. I didn't turn display counts on. That's annoying. I'll try to next time. And oh my God, Sheamus with that brogue kick. One of the deadliest moves in SG Gaming League today, and it looks like he puts him away with it. Sheamus gets a win. That was an upset win. Over Triple H never lost the undisputed title, but it's like Sheamus gonna extend his hand much like Kane did the Edge, and Triple H he is just saying no way, not today. But yeah, thank you guys for watching our very first episode of WWE 2K14 Universe. Boss Stands Tall is out.